Hello everybody, this is Tourist Club Gaming and
hello everybody, it's TDKG Gaming. Welcome back to our Overwatch tutorials for characters.
This is Overwatch 1.
This is Overwatch 1.
What edition?
Well, we specifically have the Origins edition, but I don't believe there's any real difference between the characters other than some special skins and things.
Right, we play on, well, I play on
PS4, so this is
4.
going to be mainly operated towards PS4, but it'll explain just the abilities of different characters, so it should work, although keybinds might be different on computer.
Yes, we're going to go into training today. I highly recommend, like I've told you before, to do tutorial
first, and then
go into the practice range and check out all the characters specifically and what they have as abilities.
Alright, so we're going to start with Baptiste. Now, I'm not a Baptiste main, so I don't exactly know any tricks or things with Baptiste, but I do know his basic abilities. So let's just... this is what he looks like in the game. Okay, so he basically carries a burst assault rifle. It doesn't do that much damage.
A different line of work.
He's got 200 health like Junkrat, Sombra,
and a bunch of most of them, yes. He doesn't have a great gun, but you know, it gets the job done. It's not completely accurate. Headshots do a nice amount of damage. It shoots in bursts of 3.
Always reload your gun, obviously.
Yep. With square on PS4. He is actually mostly a healer, so that's why his gun doesn't do as much, because he's not really supposed to do any sort of exact weaponry and guns. Okay, so he's got healing abilities, so with your right trigger is the gun, the main gun, that I was doing earlier, but with your left trigger, you shoot these little healing grenades.
And they don't hurt your team members, they just give them
They heal your
health.
team members, yeah. I don't think... Yeah, they don't do anything with the opponents. Okay, so this is an immortality field. You can still take damage within it, but once you get down to 10 health, you will no longer, like, take any more damage. So you can still take damage up to 10 health and you don't die. So you won't die in the immortality field. You'll be kept just on the edge of death, though. So like you'll be you can get your teammates and yourself when you're inside the field.
What's the difference between Baptiste's field as well as Soldier?
Soldiers heals. This one doesn't heal. This doesn't heal, but it makes sure that like you have an insured amount of health that you won't die at.
Oh, it gives you a few seconds.
Yeah, it gives you a few extra seconds that you won't die. You cannot die. It's an immortality field. You will not be able to die. You'll still take damage up to 10 health, but then you won't be able to die after 10 health.
Okay.
You're fully healed.
As you heal.
Oh, I like that.
Oh boy, I think I just did something with my computer on accident. Okay, never mind. I'll get that later. Okay, actually made all the icons massive. Okay, so you can also do this. Let me see if I get damage too, just a little bit. Okay, I don't know why. Well, just
Okay,
a
he's
moment.
getting shot at, so you can see his damage is getting low.
Okay, so with your left bumper. Oh yeah, by the way, the right bumper is the immortality field, and this doesn't last for too long, but it gives you a few extra seconds, and it has a. They should probably nerf the immortality field's regeneration rate, because it takes like 30 seconds to regenerate, like 25 or something. Okay, with your left bumper, it's kind of like Soldier's biotic field. You just kind of heal at a slower but longer rate. It's kind of like Soldier's biotic field that we've done before.
Wow.
It's a pretty generic thing. It doesn't take too long to reload either. And that is about it for Baptiste. Oh, there's actually 2 other things. So these have a limited amount of use as well. They're reloaded by the exact same button that it is to reload your guns.
It's unlimited?
No, these have a limited amount of uses, and they're reloaded just by the exact same way you'd reload your main weapon. Okay, so what's next? Okay, before we do that, I believe... Okay, bear with me here. I know there's a way to, like, jump, like, really high and super jump, and, like, bounce. But the thing is I don't know how to do that.
As Baptiste.
Yeah, there's a way that you can... Oops.
Behind you. Just kidding.
There's a way that you can, I actually really don't know how to do that. I'm trying to see what I can do to trigger it. Okay, there's a way...
See, we're learning with you guys.
I wonder, actually, if you wouldn't mind me just quickly going into your options setting. Oh, wait. If you wouldn't mind me quickly going into your options setting and choosing gameplay for your controls for Baptiste specifically, I think what you did that's messing me up here, what we both did that's messing me up here, not just you, is that we set our crouch, since we don't crouch a lot, what we did was we set our crouch to on my way instead.
Oh, I see. So
But
Baptiste actually uses crouch.
Baptiste, I think, needs to crouch to use his ability. So to crouch... Yeah, to toggle crouch, let's set that back to... Yeah, we're just not going to be able to use on my way anymore. But I think we actually need to be able to... You see what I mean? He actually needs to be able to crouch to do this. But he can jump.
Oh! See, I have my on my way because the characters that I use
Normally don't need to crouch.
I
but
don't crouch a lot.
Baptiste has an ability.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
he
something
can jump.
I had no idea.
So he needs to be able to crouch, and then you can go like that and jump around.
That's cool. Who else uses crouch? Is it Winston? Does he jump across things?
No, Winston doesn't need crouch to jump, but he does jump.
Oh my gosh, that is totally cool. And you can do that to help your teammates. Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. I don't play Baptiste, so it's very interesting to see that.
That was satisfying.
Okay.
Yeah, I hope you guys have fun playing Baptiste.
Oh, well, there's one last thing we need to do.
Oh, I see
Ultimate. Okay, so it's kind of like May's wall. You know, the ice wall kind of builds up like that, the same kind of way.
Okay.
Cancel and build.
And why are you going to place it here? Is there a reason?
There is, and here's the thing. The reason is that actually these guys... Oh, do these guys not shoot back? This guy doesn't shoot. These guys don't shoot, do they? Okay, never mind. I need to get my special back up. Just a moment.
Okay, this guy shoots...
burst attacks, as I explained earlier.
That guy, okay. You're trying to get your... The more you interact in gameplay, your special percentage
Especially
goes
dealing
up.
damage to other opponents.
Yes. Okay, so we're down... Okay. So this guy shoots, but this guy doesn't shoot back. So is there going to be a problem here,
No,
too?
there's not going to be any problem.
Let them out.
Okay, so what this does... Okay, it's not working for this guy. I have no idea why, but for
What is it
these...
supposed to do?
Okay, it will... And that thing actually isn't a heal or anything. That actually amplifies your damage
It does?
to a really insane amount, actually. So instead of me just being able to, like, shoot like that...
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do it, because it works on me as well, and I just thought... Because normally you use it on your allies, and the allies will be able to use that.
Okay, so what you're doing is you're making the percentage go up again. Okay. And then you're going to use it and see how...
Yeah, on myself instead. Well, it works for the whole team. Normally it'll work for anybody. But you know what? I'm just gonna place it like right... That'll work. Here.
That was satisfying.
Triple kill. Quadruple kill. Quintuple kill. Sextuple kill.
See what I mean?
Yeah,
A
that's
lot more powerful.
that's cool.
It's a lot more powerful when you shoot like
I have
that.
a feeling that when that goes up and I'm playing Bastion, it's just ultimately the best thing ever.
With Anna's special, it would be even better.
Oh, Anna's special, yeah, that's even better.
But both of those would be insane. I wonder what would happen if you did get both of them.
You're
But,
fired up, get in there.
yeah. Powered up, get in there. And it,
Well, that's pretty cool. Thank you
Okay,
for
well, that's
showing me
Baptiste.
Baptiste, yeah.
oops.
And yeah, he needs to crouch to do that.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so Baptiste is done. What else are we gonna do? Let's do Symmetra next.
The true enemy of humanity is disorder.
She is actually pretty simple. There's not a lot you can. There's a couple of tricks that I can show you.
Can we see Symmetra?
Oh yes, I apologize. I almost forgot. Okay. Oh.
I
Oh,
am on
okay.
my way.
Let's take that off there. All right.
Okay, this is Symmetra.
Is she from India?
Yes. Okay, so
She's got a special kind of gun there. What is
yes.
this, what is this weapon? Oh,
oh,
okay. You're gonna
it's a well. I want to do our abilities first.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
It's like a hard light thing. It's a laser, and it works from a fair amount away. Okay, so there's a couple of tricks that I'll show you. First off, you have the teleporter here with your right bumper. Basically, once you're coming out of the way, you can use it. Your teammates can use this too. You can go like this, and then you just press down on either one of your thumbsticks, I think.
L3 is your
Oh
left.
yeah, you press down on your walk stick to go like that, and you'll teleport.
What's the reasoning for the teleport?
Well, to help your teammates get
From point A to
from point A to point B faster.
Yeah. So like if you're coming out of the lobby
Yeah.
and you have a Symmetra on your team and
She can
puts
teleport
the
you,
teleporter,
right
you
away.
can get faster into the fight, back
Yep.
into the fight.
Okay, so the next thing that we have is our 3 little turrets.
The bad guys, I'm going to tell you right now, that the other team
Can
can
take
take
these out.
down the teleporter. They
Oh,
can
and
take
these
down
guys.
the teleporter and these little turrets. These are called something called.
I'm not exactly sure what they're called, but when you have 3 of them, and you can only have 3 of them deployed at one time, they'll regenerate after a little while, but what they'll do is they'll basically just beam and attack
Oh,
through.
these things are
Really annoying.
yes.
Okay, here's
They
a couple
really
tricks
are.
you can do with those. You can place them on any surface. There's not really much to say about them, but you can go like this as well, and they'll spawn it'll spawn over here.
Look at that.
So you can actually send it through this teleporter, and then you have them both like that.
Yeah, that's just gonna keep going on and on and on.
It will. And you know what? I'm just gonna leave it there.
Until they shoot it down. It's just
Well, I don't
gonna
think they
continue.
will. Yeah. Well, in a real match they will. Okay, so this. Do you remember any of the barriers, like Arissa's barrier and anything like that? Well, this will basically just cross across the whole line. This is your special.
The whole
entire map.
Map.
You'll just basically kind of cut it in half with the barrier. So, whatever this will do, kind of plays like anything else. It'll wait for 12 seconds as 4,000 health.
Okay.
And for the 4,000 health, it will expand like that.
The
and
other team.
The other team won't be able to.
You cannot shoot through that.
Yeah, it won't be. You won't be able to shoot through that unless you break it with 4,000. But as 4,000 health, your team won't take much damage anymore unless they're on this side of the barrier with the enemy. Okay, you're probably wondering what I just did there. Now let's get to our gun itself. Let me show you that again, just real quick.
It goes across the whole map. Let me look. Let me look all the way down. See that side? And all the way down on the other side. This thing is huge.
Yeah.
When you place it correctly.
Okay. So basically what we're going to do here... I would be gaining so many points. This has got to be so many eliminations.
Okay, since these bots can't take those turrets down,
Let me just cast them away since it's gonna be annoying to hear this double kill over and over again. Ow!
Yeah.
Hey! Okay. Oh yeah, okay, so Symmetra actually kind of heals naturally because she has a shield and her main health. So she will actually heal some of her health naturally. Back as well, she's damaged. I destroyed that. Okay, so now I'm going to get to her gun itself. First off, you have the main fire with your right trigger.
You are
It's-
unworthy of the true reality.
It's just a beam. And this beam can actually go through people who like deflect, like Genji. We'll get to Genji eventually. But even if he tries to like deflect your attacks, it'll still cut through it, and he basically makes himself weaker like that. Over time, I'm gonna use this like
Relax on
ranked.
the walking, okay?
What?
So relax on the walking a little bit. You keep
All
walking around a lot. It's not easy on the eyes.
Let me just show you with like Reinhardt here because he has a lot of health. Over time, as you start like attacking, you will do more damage over time. Oh, and apparently it keeps there. Apparently it stays there. I did not know that you can stay there. But you see what I mean?
Why now? How do you get to this point? How do
You just keep attacking and keep holding it. Let me just like wait for it to power down. I'm sorry, she's very agile. Okay, okay, yeah, we're back to our normal amount.
Okay, I wanted to see the normal. It takes a little longer in normal.
But as you power it up,
And when you're talking about powering it up, I don't see that very often because there's so much chaos from the other team trying to win. I don't see Symmetra doing that very often because usually she's taken out. Look, she's got 225 health.
but the more you hold it, the more it'll power up. You have to deal damage to get it to this point.
Right.
You can't
It's
just hold it
easy
against a wall.
in the training, I'm saying. However, when you're in game, I don't see that coming on very often.
It won't, because
for
she'll get taken
anybody.
out before that.
Yes, for anybody. So that is very interesting. If you can hold the damage for as long as you can, you will possibly get even more strength in that gun. That gun is, what is it made out of though? I mean, is it
Hard light barrier, apparently. It's hard light. That's the lore behind the gun, is that it's hard light. I don't know what it means either.
Okay.
I just know that the lore behind the gun is that it's
Definitely
hard
some
light.
sort of electric
Yeah.
beam, laser.
It's a laser beam.
Something like that.
Let's see a laser beam. There's a secondary fire. I don't know why you'd want to use this except to get longer range, because I know that it can't, like, you can't attack from that far away. But you can attack with this. With your left... Oh, wow.
Oh.
Is
With-
your weakness.
All you need is one?
No, he was already weakened by this guy. I was like...
Okay.
Okay, so you can with your left trigger, you can hold it down to make a bigger and more damaging.
Wow.
You
That's
can hold
pretty
it down.
fierce.
You can hold it down to make a bigger and more damaging burst. Or if you don't really want to make big damaging bursts, but you just want to deal some damage from far away, you can just kind of.
Symmetra seems pretty fun to play.
Symmetra is pretty fun to play.
Yeah. I'd have to train a little bit more with this character.
Okay, with that, let's see.
Put the teleporter up there again. And
Let's get
yeah,
to our next one.
those turrets though, those little the three little things that she places like a healing point where people need that healing, but then they're surprised that this thing is sucking the rest of the life out of you. So those things are, if you put them up pretty strategically in some spots, yeah, you can definitely do some damage on the from the other team. on the other team.
Let's
so.
do Widowmaker and Tracer
Yeah.
next, starting with Widowmaker because we have some things to
One
say.
shot. One
Okay,
kill.
let's see
So
the
she
character.
is French. She used to be a ballet dancer, but
She's pretty much a
she's a sniper now.
Okay, so what she
She has two modes.
she does,
Sorry.
she stays pretty much in the back. She is not fully in your face kind
She
of.
has 175 health. So she's not.
She's one of the least amount of health, but she stays back from the team because
Yeah.
she is a sniper.
She's
goes
not
up.
meant to go into a front
Can
face.
you show
like-
us? Can you show us
Oh yes.
how to get up? She
Okay,
is
so with
a
her left
widow.
yeah, like a
Uses
spider.
A spider.
So with
web
with
to
your
get
left
up there.
bumper, you have a type of grappling hook. It's not completely accurate. I was hoping for this because sometimes, sometimes it will it can like grapple to something that you don't want it to grapple to. But first off, you have two different methods of fire. And actually, let me use this perch instead.
Nice and slow.
First off, with your right bumper, with your not your right bumper, sorry, with your when you're not scoping in like this, you have your stop walking. You have
Goes
your
back and forth.
right you have your right trigger when you're not scoping, which does this.
Okay, so she has a regular gun. When somebody
Like an
comes and
assault
finds
gun, yeah.
you, she has an assault rifle. But the thing is, with Widow, she is a sniper that perches up high, pretty much, and she stays way in the back. And it's very great for this character is good for sniper players that like to stay back.
Go to sleep.
I have yet to play this character. It's one of the next ones on my list. I liked having the sniper ability, and she definitely does some really good sniping.
Second shot.
Definitely, you want to perch with that web, that grappler, and yeah, this is her main thing. When somebody comes up on her, though, she can get away by grappling up to another area or jumping back down and using her gun,
Main gun.
her main gun. Now, tell me about because it looks like that's the only two things that she has right there on the screen: the grappler. Oh,
And something else. Now, I'll get to that. But quickly, I want to point out something. When you scope, you'll only do a little bit of damage
A masterpiece.
at main amount. You will have to... If you notice the power thing, like right
I
below
see
my
that.
scope, it says 100%.
Yeah.
You actually have to wait for it to power up to its full amount. Because if you shoot without that, it will do less damage. So you actually have to, if you want to get like a clean shot,
Good to know.
and that you'll have to wait for it to charge every shot.
How long?
I'll say like 3 seconds. 2 seconds. And if you want to really do some damage, you have to get a headshot, which will pretty much be a one shot for most characters, I think. Now, your second ability, you want to hide this, but I'm just going to throw it just right in because why not?
Now, what is this?
It's like a poison bomb. It does damage over time. You'll see where your opponents are, and then you'll like do that, right? So you can throw it down. You can throw it down on
So
walls.
it's a poisoned little spider.
Yes.
If you see that,
Try and destroy it without being too close to it.
It smokes and it makes you cough, right?
Yeah.
And yeah.
I mean, you watch this. It'll fall right for it. Because it's like a trap. It's like a trap. So you walk by it, and then it explodes.
Cette pique, n'est-ce pas?
And then
Yes.
and then it's like a
Yeah.
poison thing. And it
Yeah.
does a little bit of damage over time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it'll alert you. If you maybe like place it like down here, like for example, while you're sniping, and you hear it go off, you know there's somebody like right below you. So it's
Or-
like kind of a trap or
Or
something.
coming up the stairs behind you.
Yeah.
It's a nice it's a nice thing to have.
No.
Like with Junkrat, when I'm going upstairs, I put his trap behind me so that I know that there's somebody coming behind me so I can, throw bombs if I'm perched somewhere.
Good.
Anyway, let's
last
see.
thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, one last thing, and that's her ultimate.
Yes, let's see
So
what her ultimate is.
her ultimate does this, and I want to hide behind this wall for some reason. For no reason.
For a specific reason.
Yeah.
No one can hide from my sight.
It puts a little ping out, and therefore you're able to see where your enemies are
It's running out.
through walls and stuff. You'll see where they are. You see how they.
Yeah.
You'll know where they are, and this works for your teammates too. Your teammates will be alerted to where they are as well. It won't
Yes.
just work for you. So your teammates will be able to see your enemies even if they're hiding, and you'll be able to see where they are.
It's both teams,
It's
right?
like-
When she does that, it's both teams that see.
What?
When
No.
she does her ultimate, is it just your team?
Your team sees the other team. Your the enemy team doesn't see them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Next.
Double.
It's nice to have that widow ping. It's called pinging,
I think it is
and
indeed,
it shows
You see what I mean? I
where
meant
the
to-
other people are.
Sorry. I
The
meant to attach to this right here, and it
Yeah.
attached to that instead.
right.
So that little spider with the grappler hook is a little bit inaccurate.
No one can hide from
But you see
my
what I mean now? You
sight.
can see all the opponents
yeah.
in red.
Yeah.
And your teammates can see that too. So even if they're trying to hide, you know where they are.
Yeah, it's very nice to see that when you have a widow on your team. Also, I wanted to let you guys know that yes, Overwatch 2 is on the way. I believe it's going to be
Did that sting?
here in April. I think beta testing is anyway. And I've heard on Twitter just yesterday that they will be incorporating, Overwatch 2 will be incorporating a pinging system. That means within the map, they're going to have this little area where you can, I don't know, push the button or something like that, and it tells your team members where the enemies are. And there's supposed to be 6 on each map.
Didn't you say 3?
Gift to you.
No, I think there's supposed to be 6 on each map, which sounds like a lot. And so it's just not going to be Widow anymore, like this first one, where you can see the pinging of everybody.
I
Your
heard that you can
enemies.
change different abilities and stuff.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna have the same abilities.
I
as
I
Overwatch
hope
2,
that the
but-
pinging system doesn't become like so annoying where people just keep pushing the button. I'm wondering if that should be like an option, like an optional map kind of area where if you want that pinging system, or if you just want to, go playing by ear, like be completely
Yeah.
stealthy and not let anybody know where you are, because I'm not sure how I'm going to like that. I mean, I like seeing the other team members sometimes, but I also like looking for them.
No one can hide from my sight.
I agree. Yes. Also, I wanted to point out one more thing about Widowmaker. Just as you can see anybody else with this, also what you can do is you can see other people as well if they're behind a wall and they get triggered by the poison trap. For example, I have to do this with precision here.
Yeah.
That was not with precision. Let me wait for 10 sec. Give me 10 seconds for the ability to regenerate. Two, one. Okay, let me see if I can. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Another one.
Give me 15 seconds for this
Well, that's
ability
what
to
it looked
regenerate.
like close up.
Yeah.
If you're walking by, it kind of glows, kind of like Sombra's little
Translocator.
Translocator, yes.
Okay,
So.
you see what I mean?
Oh,
With the
so
poison
you-
bomb, you can also see whoever got poisoned by it behind the wall.
Yes, that's kind of like Junkrat's trap. Junkrat's trap can show in between the walls when you're playing Junkrat,
Oh, really?
and somebody
Yes,
goes into
yeah,
that
you're right.
trap. It says, he goes,
Trigger.
gotcha, and it says trigger, yeah. And we'll definitely let you know if somebody's been triggered in your trap.
Okay,
Anyway.
who else we got? I just want to do like, no, three
So
this
let's
time?
just do
this
3 in
time?
this one, and this is called part 3. And I appreciate you guys watching.
Yes, we will see you in the next one. Goodbye.